Right now on the CBS3 News at 10, a Hibbing police officer and his canine are pushing for change to state law, what the change is. Plus, a global pandemic thrust her into the spotlight. Minnesota's health commissioner reflects on 1 year of the pandemic. And despite COVID numbers going down in Minnesota, some parts of St. Louis County are seeing a spike in cases. What health experts have to say.
From CBS3 Duluth, this is the CBS3 News at 10.
Good evening, I'm John Cardinale. Thanks for joining us. Kristen is off tonight. It's been 2.5 weeks since Duluth canine officer Luna was shot and killed during a standoff in Lincoln Park. And just 2 years earlier, Duluth canine Haas suffered a similar fate. Now an Iron Range officer and his four-legged partner are pushing for a law change aimed at saving canine lives in the future. CBS 3's Emma Quinn takes a look at how it works and the growing support in St. Paul.
You stay. Stay.
Hibbing police officer Joe Burns and canine Chase have been partners for a little more than 2 years now.
I've done decoy work before. I've done training with other dogs before. Stuff like that. He is my first actual working dog that I've had.
Having trained and worked with Chase as well as other canine officers over the years, Burns is keenly aware of a particular challenge facing the health and safety of police dogs.
When we were going through canine school in December of 2018, I noticed that the bill, or the current Minnesota state statute, says that anybody working on any animal is considered to be doing veterinary practicing.
This means it's illegal for anyone to provide care to an injured canine, including EMTs, firefighters, and other police officers, if they don't have a veterinary license. So Burns has thrown his support behind a piece of legislation in St. Paul, now called the Canine Chase Bill.
Allows that anybody who is first responder, EMT, trained in medical care, is able to help if he gets injured in the line of duty or any other canine in Minnesota in the line of duty, able to render aid for emergency circumstances.
Iron Range State Representative Julie Sandstedt is now sponsoring the bill and has seen bipartisan support for it.
Sometimes life-saving measures, first aid measures for an animal are not all that different than for a human being. And when minutes count or seconds count, when there's personnel on site, that aid rendered to one of the canine units could, make all the difference in the world.
Burns says every second counts in a life or death situation for officers, including canines.
For us, for instance, the nearest vet, sometimes after hours that are open, is going to be in Duluth.
A push to protect every officer, protecting and serving Northland communities.
Picked him up from Minneapolis Airport April 22nd of 2018. And we've been together pretty much 24/7 since. Speak. Speak.
The bill passed the Senate Monday and now goes before the Minnesota House. Last night, we showed you body camera footage of a recent shooting involving Duluth police. Officer Tyler Liebfried fired through a closed door, striking a man on the other side. The video was hard to watch, and some of you asked how we got it and why we decided to air it. After an investigation into this shooting, St. Louis County Attorney Mark Rubin pressed charges against Officer Liebfried. Liebfried's attorney filed a motion to dismiss those charges. Rubin then filed a memo in court supporting them. The memo included the body cam video, which is when it became public record. We filed a public information request, and that's how we got a copy. And we decided to air the video as part of our journalistic role as watchdogs. DPD is a taxpayer-funded organization, and you have a right to see what officers are doing on your behalf. It's part of the process of holding the department accountable, even if it is tough to watch. And Dave joins us now with weather and a live look from, where is that, Dave? Where are we taking a live look tonight?
We're looking at two harbors. Frankly, there's only a few of those sky cams out there that see in color at night. A lot of them shift over to black and white. So our limited look shows us usually Ely downtown and Virginia and two harbors there. I let out one of my secrets, but two harbors right now looks great. Calm night. You take a look at the streets, you can see they're fringed with still a little bit of snow here and there. But boy, snow fans have had a bad week. It's been melting away rather rapidly, and I don't see any relief on that coming our way in the next week. Despite a couple of snow showers that are popping up here tonight, because we do have another small low passing by our territory. For the most part, we'll get more clouds than flurries. And with temperature trends warming up for the next 7 days, whatever snow we get is probably going to disappear rather rapidly. Tomorrow, high temp will go towards 44 degrees. We are mostly cloudy tonight, but higher pressure will start to clear us up tomorrow afternoon. And then by Thursday, I think we'll start to warm up. Could hit the 50s for the weekend. We'll talk about how long that's going to stick around coming up in a few more minutes.
All right, thanks, Dave. She has been the public voice guiding Minnesotans through the unprecedented health crisis of COVID-19. 1 year since the state first shut down, Minnesota's Health Commissioner Jan Malcolm shares the mistakes made, successes celebrated, and her own personal heartbreak with WCCO's Liz Collin.
You didn't think a year ago that here we would be a year later in masks, socially distanced, still going through daily death counts and case counts.
No, we could not have imagined, just how disruptive this would be.
The truth is, Commissioner Jan Malcolm was eyeing retirement just months before a global pandemic thrust her into the spotlight.
It's unprecedented.
Her work directs the Minnesota Department of Health and its 1,400 employees with the mission of improving the health of all who call the state home.
Things will change that we can't control.
This last year, her guidance has been both appreciated and attacked by the people she's charged with protecting.
I won't say that it doesn't sting to get the criticisms. My use of social media has changed.
All while a heated campaign season seemed to add more scrutiny.
That was a whole new dimension to trying to manage an infectious disease outbreak. To have to do it through a lens of people not believing the same set of facts.
Still, Malcolm understands the frustrations from so many lives upended.
It's been an enormous human loss.
But it's been that loss of nearly 7,000 Minnesotans from COVID-19 that weighs most on her mind.
We can never stop remembering that all of those numbers are people, loved ones, our parents and spouses and friends and family and colleagues.
The commissioner has friends who lost parents to COVID, and in 2020 had plenty of heartbreak of her own with the loss of her spouse in January to cancer and her 90-year-old mother in September. She says in a way the pandemic has helped distract from her own pain.
Shortening the quarantine period.
Her calm, almost comforting delivery, a staple in countless briefings.
There's just so much we didn't know at the beginning that we've learned along the way.
Commissioner Malcolm believes the first mistake was underestimating the role people played who showed no symptoms of the virus.
We thought the role of asymptomatic spread was quite low. And now we know that latest data out of CDC is fully 40 to 50% of the transmission is from people that don't even know they have it.
The combination of that knowledge with inadequate testing and PPE is what MDH blames for high case counts in long-term care facilities, where more than 60% of deaths occurred.
In hindsight, we wish we had long-term care more prominent in our emergency preparedness plan, and that's certainly a powerful lesson learned.
Another regret came in October when cases were climbing.
In the fall surge, I wish that we had acted a little sooner than we did.
The commissioner thinks they waited too long to close restaurants, pause sports, and push people to rethink their holiday plans. More Minnesotans died in that stretch of time from COVID than in any other this last year.
I think we've learned now that when case growth gets to a certain level, it's really easy for it to kind of tip into that exponential growth phase. We just kept hoping it would slow down.
Malcolm points to the CDC when asked if months of mitigation strategies in the state worked. Minnesota recorded lower case counts and death rates than neighboring states, with the death rate similar to Wisconsin. What remains to be seen is fallout from economic struggles and distance learning.
Do you feel like we will look back on that decision someday and think, did we get that right? Was that cost too high?
The immediate reaction to close schools was quite a natural one. To get kids back into in-person learning, getting kids back into school is a huge priority. And we're in much better shape now, and we're very grateful for that.
As we mark 1 year, the commissioner hopes we are a few months away from a real end, with spreading variants the lingering wild card.
Taking a big toll on everyone.
Ready to move on, still touting her familiar plea of personal responsibility to make that possible.
We all have a part to play in making sure that comes true by keeping up our vigilance right now.
Malcolm says COVID may become one of those viruses we deal with all the time, so long as it's controlled and not deadly. She says we can handle that, just like we live our lives with seasonal viruses. COVID-19 cases are falling across most of Minnesota, but are actually on the rise in parts of northern and central St. Louis County. County health leaders say in the Ely area, there have already been 14 new cases in March, That's compared to just 3 in all of February. Experts say it's proof that now is not the time to let our guard down.
We don't want COVID-19 getting into a vulnerable population. So we encourage testing, we encourage continuing to social distance, and individuals who can get vaccine, we want them to get vaccine. Vaccines save lives.
Westbrook believes the recent increase could be a result of school sports and more social gatherings. The next group of Wisconsinites will be eligible for the COVID-19 vaccine a week earlier than planned. People 16 and older who have certain pre-existing conditions could start getting shots Monday. That start date was supposed to be March 29th. But today, Governor Tony Evers said vaccinations are moving faster than expected. Here's a look at just some of the qualifying conditions that make you eligible for a shot Monday. They include asthma, cancer, diabetes, high blood pressure, Down syndrome, and obesity, among others. We have a full list on our website, CBS3Duluth.com. Still to come on Live Local CBS 3, the trial continues. 7 jurors have been selected in the Derek Chauvin trial. Why they are facing scrutiny.
This time of year can get pretty cold. The record low is 17 below from 1885. Today wasn't so chilly. We did go 1 degree warmer than normal. Tomorrow maybe 5 degrees warmer than normal, and then we'll incrementally go up towards the 50s. By the weekend, a lot of snow is going to disappear for those towns that still have a bit to talk about. Any more replenishing snow coming our way this week? I'll let you know the 7-day forecast after the break.
Local news and local weather here on CBS 3.
Spring into super savings during the Ready, Set, Go Toyota sales event at Cary Toyota in Superior. Lease a flashy new all-wheel drive Highlander or Highlander Hybrid, and Toyota will pay your first payment up to $600. Lease this new sporty all-wheel drive Camry LE, and your first month's payment is on Toyota. Looking for great gas mileage? Lease a sparkling new Corolla or Corolla Hybrid at Cary Toyota, and Toyota will pay your first payment. Toyota's Ready, Set, Go sales event is on now through March 31st. Hurry in to score your awesome deal from Cary Toyota in Superior. Voted best car dealer in the Northland 22 times.
Flying from the big city can be stressful with traffic, parking fees, busy concourses, and security lines, and that long drive home. At Range Regional Airport, we take the stress out of flying. We're close to home with free parking, short lines, comfortable lounge, and quick access through security. Take the stress out of flying. Fly Range Regional Airport, Hibbing.
So much time at home. I need new furniture.
Dylan, it's Slumberland's Build Your Room sale. Look what you can get for just $20, $30, or $40 a month. How about a dining room for just $20 a month?
I'm more of a pizza in front of the TV kind of guy. Recliners. I've always wanted a couple of those.
How about 2 of these for just $30 a month when you spend $1,800 and pay no interest for 5 years?
Well, hello, Slumberland.
Helping to make memories for generations. Numi Jewelers.
Winter is full of surprises, but you'll be ready with a Ford Escape. Because with up to $5,000 total cash, now is the perfect time to get behind the wheel. Chilly mornings? You've got remote start. Freezing temperatures? Forget about them with heated seats. But hurry, your chance to save big and see for yourself how the Ford Escape is built for weather ends soon. For a limited time, get up to $5,000 total cash on an Escape, only at your Northland Ford dealers.
March is Women's History Month, and all throughout the month on CBS 3 this morning, we'll be highlighting women in history who have made a difference. So be sure to tune in every morning at 5 a.m.
Watch Caitlin and Jenna in the morning at 5 and 6 a.m. CBS 3 weather is brought to you by Cary Toyota. Now, the CBS 3 Duluth WeatherMax forecast with meteorologist Dave Anderson.
Well, tomorrow belongs to the Irish, but tonight it belongs to the Finns. Happy St. Urho Day. I went home and dug around and did find my purple tie, so a little bit of the grape here figuratively for tonight. Tomorrow, well, things won't be so bad at all. They'll be fairly calm. So we take a look at the new rock along the lake walk here from our dear friend John Picard, showing the big massive boulders they spent all last summer dumping there to help resist storm advances upon the lake walk. Well, girded their loins, but Calm before the storm? No, no storm this week. It is going to be calm, 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 calm. Not too many precip chances coming our way. Maybe a couple of flurries tonight, and then after that we have to wait until Sunday for a chance of rain, and probably rain rather than snow because of a warm spell that's wafting our way. Well, here's what we have right now. At the airport in Duluth, it's 33 degrees with a calm wind, 72% for the relative humidity. 30.6 is the barometric pressure, which is a little bit higher than normal, but that's at the surface. Up aloft, we're still getting some clouds from the tail end of yesterday's low and the front end of a new one just off towards our west. But higher pressure trying to nudge in will deflect that second low to the south, and I don't think we're really going to get much in the way of precip at all overnight tonight. Current temps 26 to 33 in the Upper Peninsula, and they're running about 25 to 33 in northwestern Wisconsin. The cooler spot being La Pointe, the warmer spot being Hayward. Superior is in between at 32, and there's also 32 to report in Moose Lake. Just a hair cooler towards Cloquet and Carleton. 27 to 34 along the North Shore. Iron Range numbers are in the low to almost mid-30s. Border country is following suit. Most places will drop into the 20s tonight. I don't think any teens will be coming our way. For our Wednesday, there's that low pressure system to our west and down to our south, and I think that's where it'll stay, so it should be dry. Tomorrow may start cloudy, but eventually this high pressure cell pushing in will clear us up towards the sunny side of life, especially by Thursday. Then we stay that way for Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Sunday's when this low pressure system may finally break loose and come and bring us a little bit of a rain chance, which I'll show you now on the 7-day forecast. Tonight in Minnesota, the low temps I think will go from 23 on the Mesabi and Vermilion ranges to 30 down by Park Point. Sky will be mostly cloudy, and south of Duluth there might be a couple of flurries popping up here and there. For Wisconsin, Michigan to the south, flurries are possible too, otherwise mostly cloudy with lows in the mid to upper 20s. Tomorrow, partly cloudy by the afternoon for Wisconsin and the UP with highs from 43 to 47. Minnesota highs should run about 43 to 47 as well, with at least partially cloudy skies. Becoming mostly sunny skies for Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, and there's the warm-up. We're going into the 40s, then we'll get into the 50s by Saturday, John, and by Sunday, staying in the 50s, but with that new low finally venturing forth. 40% chance for showers mixed with sun on Sunday, maybe a cloudy and rainy day on Monday, followed by the departure of the low and back towards a few showers with a few peaks of sun. Staying pretty close to 50, though. Almost makes one think that real spring is finally here, but, you know, we've been burnt on that so many times before that I'm still waiting patiently.
We can't count on it. We gotta wait. I know we can have snowstorms as late as May sometimes. Is that
one of the latest I've ever seen was around May 10th up in Ely, and we got a good amount of snow back when I was a school kid.
Well, we won't count on it just yet.
Right.
Thank you very much, Dave. The trial of former MPD officer Derek Chauvin continued Tuesday with jury selection, but the already 7 picked jurors are facing scrutiny. Esme Murphy has more from Minneapolis.
Judge Peter Cahill expressed shock that Squad 320, the squad where Derek Chauvin and the other 3 accused officers briefly held George Floyd, was not searched a second time until January 2021. And in that second search, drugs that reportedly appeared chewed and had George Floyd's DNA on them were found.
It's just kind of mind-boggling that an extensive search was not done until January 2021.
In the May 2019 tape, you see Floyd struggling with police, and police accuse Floyd of swallowing drugs.
Spit out what you got! Spit out what you got! You're eating pills!
In the video, you can faintly hear Floyd calling out for his mother.
The similarities are incredible. I mean, it's the exact same behavior in 2 incidents, almost exactly 1 year apart.
Also on the video, you can hear a paramedic warn Floyd that his blood pressure was extremely high after swallowing the drugs and he needed to go to a hospital. But prosecutors argued the May 2019 incident is not related.
This is a year before, and I frankly just don't know how it fits into an exception to this rule.
The judge says he will evaluate the defense request. There were more prospective jurors who said they had heard about the $27 million civil settlement in the federal case or other pretrial publicity, and they were eliminated as possible jurors, prompting the judge to say this.
8 out of the last 11 have been caused, so we're grinding to a halt.
And the judge also said today he won't make the jury sequester themselves during the trial. Still to come on Live Local CBS 3, the DEC is looking to hire an important position. What it is, coming up.
CBS 3 live cams are brought to you by Kohler Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac. You're not just getting a car, you're getting Kohler.
Imagine yourself in a new Toyota. With great deals, get ready to turn your dreams into reality.
Right now, you can lease an all-new 2021 Sienna for $299 a month.
Ready, set, go get your Toyota today.
Toyota, let's go places. You got the gear, but do you have the internet to power it? Go full speed. Get extreme internet starting at $19.99 a month for a year. Show your tech some respect and see what it can really do with speeds from 60 meg up to 1 gig, powerful in-home Wi-Fi, and 99.99% network reliability. Get extreme internet starting at $19.99 a month for a year and get ready to go full speed. Dial 844-EXTREME2.
First 6-function multi-pro tailgate available in the GMC Sierra. Step up to GMC and get over $5,200 purchase cash on 2021 Sierra light-duty crew cab models. Or current eligible GMC owners get $5,500 purchase allowance. Visit your Lake Country GMC dealer.
Greg ended up being a fantastic candidate for a partial knee replacement. We have the advantage here at Memorial Medical Center to use Corey, which is a robotic platform for doing knee replacement. In Greg's case, the system allows us to go in, we do a 3D mapping of his actual knee. Then we can do a simulated knee replacement where we can change the size of the components, the type of component that we're going to put in. We can change the position of the components in 0.5 millimeter increment and 0.5 degree. It gives us a level of input and information that we never had before.
Is your child on track? As a caregiver, we love watching babies reach milestones, like that first smile, that first giggle, first steps and words. Some children need a little extra help to learn and grow. If you've noticed that your child isn't reaching certain milestones, don't worry. Free help is available for children ages birth to 5. Whether your child is at home, in daycare, or in preschool, the Help Me Grow referral system connects you to the early intervention program in your area. Visit helpmegrowmn.org or your local school district to make sure your child is on track.
Imagine yourself in a new Toyota. With great deals, get ready to turn your dreams into reality.
Right now, you can lease an all-new 2021 Sienna for $299 a month.
Ready, set, go get your Toyota today.
Toyota, let's go places.
Every day during your birthday month, you can receive up to $30 in club cash.
Coming up Wednesday on CBS 3 this morning, more updates on the jury selection process for Derek Chauvin's trial.
And we'll have a look at your St. Patrick's Day forecast. The dry and mild temps continue.
So make sure to wake up with us at 5 a.m.
Get your news on the go, the CBS 3 mobile app.
New at 10, the DEC has announced they're officially looking for their next executive director. Roger Reinert has been serving in the role on an interim basis. Now the DEC has hired an outside firm to conduct a national search. DEC leaders say they are looking for someone who's both creative and innovative who can move the facility forward. There's no timeline on when the executive director will be hired. And U.S. Senator Ron Johnson has ruled out running for Wisconsin governor. The Republican made the announcement today, but says he still hasn't decided if he'll seek a third term in the Senate. 2 Democrats have already announced their campaign for Johnson's seat. And in sports, plenty of high school girls hockey playoffs around the region tonight. Tom Hansen joins us with scores and highlights coming up after the break.
Eye on Mining is brought to you by Range Regional Airport. Get local vaccine information all at CBS3Duluth.com.
We pick up the phone because it's ringing. Hello, this is Sam. That's simple human sense.
Ask the Holden Insurance Agency if auto owners make sense for you.
Are you over 50? Would you like to get up to 33% more income in retirement? Then call now for this free book, Annuity Do's and Don'ts for Baby Boomers, from a leading financial firm on maximizing your income in retirement. That's right, free. This free book reveals little-known secrets about annuity strategies in simple-to-understand terms that will help you make the right choices before buying an annuity. And it's free. Call right now for your free book, and as a bonus, we'll also throw in a free annuity rate report. We researched over 1,200 annuities and summarized the rates and benefits of annuities from financially strong insurers. Again, that's annuity do's and don'ts for baby boomers and a free annuity rate report, both absolutely free for calling Annuity General today. Supplies are limited. Call now.
Call 800-816-8219. That's 800-816-8219.
As a person with a disability who values living independently and being safe,
it's great to know Access North has partnered with the Minnesota Department of Health to be a covert community coordinator.
Please help us protect people with disabilities and other vulnerable Minnesotans of all ages from COVID-19.
Contact Access North Center for Independent Living, your local COVID community coordinator resource for people with disabilities.
Built upon a solid foundation of cast iron and steel, the Kubota L-Series tractor is the #1 selling compact tractor in the U.S. for over 10 years. Powerful Kubota diesel engine, ease of operation, and your choice of a dependable Kubota gear or HST transmission. The durable Kubota L-Series tractor. Talk to your local Kubota dealer today to schedule a demo.
No one serves you better than Lulich Implement.
You'll love the road ahead when you drive the 2021 Subaru Impreza. Standard EyeSight driver assist technology gives you an extra set of eyes on the road to help keep the journey safe. And the Impreza is a smart choice down the road. The 2021 Impreza. More than a car, it's a Subaru.
Lease the new 2021 Subaru Impreza for $219 a month during the Subaru A Lot to Love event going on now.
There is some positive breaking news. We've got a lot of important new information for you and your family.
It's once again that time of the year. The high school hockey playoffs in Minnesota started tonight as teams begin their journey to the tourney at the XL Energy Center in St. Paul at the end of the month. Girls got things going tonight in Section 7A. Duluth Marshall hosting International Falls. Mars Lakeview Arena we go. Hilltoppers were up 4-0 in the second. They kept the pedal to the metal. Amelia McGifford backhands one through the 5-hole, and they never looked back from that point, leading 5-0 moments later. Meredith Betker all alone goes stick side for the goal, 6-0. They led 7-0 after 2 periods. Hilltoppers moving on with an 8-1 victory at home tonight. Down I-35, Cloquet Asco Carleton hosting the 6th seed North Shore. Jacks have a 3-1 lead in the third. Carly Johnson looking for goal number 4 in front. Eve Hugans gets a nice shot on, but Harper Powell there says no. Great save by Powell in that attempt. A heavy advantage in shots for CEC as they look to put it away in the closing minutes. Lauren Sertich ahead to Marina Dostal, and Dana Jones ends up finishing the empty netter on the back door. And that was it, 4-1. CEC on to the next round. Well, they'll face Duluth Marshall next up. Elsewhere in hockey, Moose Lake upset Evelyn Gilbert 3-2 in overtime. They'll take on the Mirage on Thursday, while Grand Rapids Greenway Lightning blanked Duluth 5-0. They advance to take on Forest Lake. It was a border battle for the Big Ten Men's Hockey Championship tonight. Badgers and the Gophers' first period, a familiar face, got things going. Blake McLaughlin, pride of Grand Rapids, getting in front of the net, gives the Gophers a 1-0 lead after 1. Opening minutes of the second, McLaughlin feeds Mike Coster, and the Gophers grab control of this game. At that point, they led 5-1 at one point in the second period. Badgers were battled back, though. The goal in the third, Cole Caulfield's heroics weren't enough. 3-point night for McLaughlin, and the Gophers take the Big Ten title 6-4. They get the automatic berth to the NCAA tournament. Speaking of the NCAA tournament, it's been a while, but the UMD women's hockey team officially back in the Frozen Four. It took an overtime nail-biter to win over Colgate in the quarterfinals last night, but here in March, just another case of survive and advance. Ashton Bell, the captain and the hero in overtime last night, with a shot just under 7 minutes into the extra frame in Erie, Pennsylvania. The last time UMD was in overtime in the NCAA quarterfinals was back in 2007 when they pulled out a 3-2 win over Mercyhurst, which was funny enough, in Erie, Pennsylvania. It's UMD's first trip to the Frozen Four since 2010, when they won their 5th national title in program history. They'll play on Thursday against the top overall seed Northeastern at 1 o'clock on ESPN3. Now, Wisconsin also won this afternoon, meaning that the WCHA will be represented by 2 teams in the Frozen Four, and for the 7th consecutive season, by the way, and also qualifying was the Ohio State Buckeyes, another WCHA team. Pro Hockey, the Wild have stayed hot this season, winners 7 of the last 10, including 4 straight. They hosted the Coyotes again tonight with hopes of catching Las Vegas in the West. They only needed 2 minutes to get their first goal tonight. Jordan Greenway sends one wide, but Ryan Hartman is there for Minnesota. They jump out to the early 1-0 lead. Stays that way until former Bulldog Carson Soucy defeats Matt Zuccarello, and he scores. It's 2-goal margin for Minnesota. Jared Spurgeon added another one for good measure, and the Wild win their 5th straight, 8th straight at the X, 3-0 over Arizona. Your final score tonight. That's a look at sports. Stay tuned. We'll be right back right after this.
CBS3 closed captioning is brought to you by Essentia Health. March is Colorectal Cancer Awareness Month. If you're 50 or older, ask your doctor about screening options.
Duluth Stove and Fireplace offers a full line of Regency stoves, fireplaces, and inserts. Visit us online at duluthstove.com or come see us at Duluth Stove and Fireplace at 27th Avenue, West and Michigan Street, and see your next fireplace.
We switched.
I switched to Chevy.
We switched.
I switched for more room.
I switched for my family. For adventure.
We love our Chevy.
I switched to Chevy.
With an impressive lineup of cars, trucks, and SUVs, it's no wonder people are switching to Chevy year after year.
I'm never switching back.
Get a $4,250 cash allowance on all 2021 Silverado 1500 Crew Cab pickups. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
Hi, my name's Kevin Buck from ServPro. If you've had COVID in your home, it's time to have it cleaned and disinfected before inviting family and friends to come back in. The isolation, the loneliness, the desolation of quarantine is no fun, that's for sure. At ServPro, we can help you put things back together. Call us today for more information.
ServPro, like it never even happened.
The 2021-22 school year is right around the corner, so mark March 18th on your calendar for the Bayview School Kindergarten registration. Last names A to L come on down from 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. and M through Z from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. Register for the future class of 2034.
We drive everywhere to help our son reach his dream of becoming an elite swimmer. So we enrolled in the Know Your Drive program with American Family Insurance. It gives us discounts for safe driving, which comes in handy, no matter where his dreams take him. With Know Your Drive, save up to 20% and get closer to your dreams.
American Family Insurance.
Insure carefully, dream fearlessly.
New Duluth Auto is the Duluth used car dealer. We have plenty of makes and models to choose from. Nissan, Honda, Toyota, and we even carry multiple options for our most popular vehicle, the Subaru Forester. Large cargo space, all-wheel drive, what's not to love? All of our vehicles are priced under $20,000. To make these deals even sweeter, there is a 1 to 5 year warranty included on all vehicles. Give us a call, stop by, or view our inventory online at newduluthauto.net. Because here at New Duluth Auto, we are your Duluth used car dealer.
Men's wardrobe provided by Mainstream Fashions for Men, celebrating 30 years in business in 2021 with 30% off store-wide, downtown Duluth.
And before we go tonight, it's time to shine a light on a popular bear, as today is National Panda Day. Pandas are among the world's most endangered species. There are less than 2,000 of them in the world, partly because panda breeding programs are uncommon. Pandas usually isolate themselves while in the world. Their diet consists mainly of plants, and unlike most bears, pandas don't hibernate during the winter. And Dave, I can say I've only seen a panda bear one time, and that was at the San Diego Zoo.
And that was probably the same time or same place I saw a panda bear back in the mid-'70s. For you, it was probably, what, the mid-2000s?
Probably around the mid-2000s, yeah.
All right. Nice to see they're still there. All right, let's get a look at our 7-day forecast. And we're eyeing up sunshine returning to our picture. Maybe not tonight, of course, because the sun is set. But tomorrow, the clouds will thin out, and we'll go towards mostly sunny from Thursday through Saturday, and temperatures will creep upwards into the 50s for the weekend. Next chance of precip comes Sunday and it should be rain because of the warmer temps.
All right, thanks, Dave. That's the news for now. Thanks for joining us. Have a good night.